Hi everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? And how are you today? Hope you had a good night rest. Okay, so today I felt led to do a video, and instead of just writing and the voice notes, I felt led to do a video today. So I am hoping that at the end of this video, you will really have a time for a lot of reflection and do what I'm asking you to do. Okay, so today we'll be talking about the importance of gratitude on your journey to loving yourself. On your journey to loving yourself. Self-love is not selfishness. Self-love is not perfectionism. Self-love is you discovering you, who you are, and the things that will help you on this journey to self-love are the things that I'm showing you, the things that I'm teaching you, the things that I have experienced, the things that have lifted me up from who I used to be and have transformed me to the woman that I'm becoming. That's what I'm showing you. And today I'm talking about gratitude, the place of gratitude on your journey to self-love. All right. Scientifically, it's been proven that when you're grateful, when you have gratitude, your general outlook to life lightens up. Like things around you begin to take a different outlook entirely. A particular study was conducted, and that study showed that people who paid attention to things that they were grateful for over a period of like 10 weeks were much more had much more positive outlook to life, and they attracted better good things within that period of 10 weeks. And they also had an improved health. Their health became much more improved from what it used to be. So the place of gratitude in your journey to self-love cannot be underestimated. In MSL Academy, Mother Space Lounge Academy, in WhatsApp, I shared with the group the importance of forgiveness and what unforgiveness can do to you. I shared my own personal stories of how I labored and carried unforgiveness in my heart for a very long time, and the things that it cost me, the hurt, the losses, and all that. So you do not want to carry unforgiveness in your heart. That thing will eat up your bone. I mean, your life can never move forward if you have unforgiveness in your heart. And ingratitude is another thing that will make you not, appreciate life. Anybody that is ungrateful will never see the good in anybody, will never see the good in another person, will always be a critic. If you're constantly criticizing people, just know that you do not appreciate things. You're not a grateful person because you're constantly criticizing things. Nothing is ever too good. Nothing is ever good for you. Nothing is ever good for others. You must always find fault in other people. Just know that you're an ungrateful person, because if you have a grateful heart, you will realize that everything that we are, the whole essence of our existence, does not revolve on our own abilities. There's a greater power. Whether you believe in it or not, there's a greater power controlling us. There's a greater power in charge of our lives. And so when you appreciate these things, you open up the universe and you ask the universe, you say this to the universe, oh, this thing that you have given to me, I am aware that I have received this thing, not because of only my labor, not because of only my hard work, but because you have graciously given it to me. And I'm opened up myself to say thank you. And I am opening up myself up much more to receive more from you. All right. Gratitude spans from a Latin word called gratia, and gratia means grace. And when we say things like, oh, I'm going to do this by the grace of God, some of us think that we're saying it, maybe not. No. What we're actually saying, or what that sentence actually means, is that you're going to do this because you are grateful for the ability that God has already given to you to be able to achieve that thing. You're conscious of the grace of God upon your life, that you're able to do the things that you hope to do. You have faith that you're able to do those things. So when you say by the grace of God, it means that, oh yes, I am grateful. I am thankful that I can do this thing. I am thankful that I have the ability to achieve this thing. So next time when you say by the grace of God, just know that you are not saying, oh, maybe or maybe not, or no. You mean that you are appreciating that you have that ability. You are appreciating that circumstances that had arisen, you have the ability to face it. You have the ability to, tackle it. All right. So gratitude is very, very important. Harvard Health notes that giving thanks makes you happier. Wouldn't you like to always have a happier approach? Wouldn't you like to be happier? I mean, right now in Nigeria, a lot of things are going on that constantly dampens our spirits, and we lose track of. Definitely tend to lose track of the things that that can attract good things to us, because I mean, it looks like there's everything is hopeless at this as if things are worthless. I mean, there's no hope, or no, people are not seeing the end of the road. But when you have a grateful heart, when you have a thankful heart, the heavens open up to you to be able to receive more things. Okay. So I wrote in my notes, there are certain things that personally I've done that have helped me on this journey of self-love. On this, my journey of self-love, I began to understand the power of gratitude. And I can tell you, there's nothing I'm telling you in this Mother Space Lounge that is not things that I have experienced. I mean, this dream, Mother Space Lounge, was birthed from experiences of the things that I have gone through, and I've put myself out there in obedience to God to help other women who feel stagnated, who feel that they don't even know where to go to, who, moms that, feel that they've lost out of life because they spent much of their youthful years, trying to cater for their family, their young children and all that. So Mother Space Lounge is a place of comfort, a place of learning, a place that where you can unleash and maximize your potential. We are raising wholesome moms that will be confident in themselves to be able to impact greatly into their families, moms that their words and their action will match their personality. All right, those are the kind of moms that we are raising in Mother Space Lounge. If you have not joined our Facebook page, please go and join our Facebook page. We're teaching a lot of things on our website. We're teaching a lot of things, from love life to relationships to catering for children to educational posts. There are just a varieties of things that you can learn from there. We are growing. Please grow with us. If you want to join the academy where we can talk on more intimate things, I will be sharing also the link with you. So please join, and let's build a community of formidable moms, so that our children, our families can be better off, because we are whole, because we are sane, because we have values for ourselves, because we know our worth, we know who we are able to put ourselves out there to affect more lives, because we have decided to love our own selves. All right. So here I'll share you my own tips on some of the things that I do to, help me to be grateful. being gratitude. People sometimes just think that gratitude is just saying okay. No, it has to be a conscious effort. It has to be a conscious effort. If you don't make a conscious effort, you're definitely not going to remember, and you will take a lot of things for granted. All right, so I want you to be grateful. I want you to remember. I want you to for it to be at your subconsciousness that I have to be grateful on a daily basis. I have to be grateful on a daily basis. And how can you begin to train yourself to appreciate things? Begin to train yourself to be grateful so that it can reflect in your personality, can reflect in who you are, and exude the positive energy that is within you. All right. So number one, thing that I did, and I would like to share with you, is for you to reflect and retrieve back memories of good things that have happened to you. Sometimes we just say, okay, these memories are in the past, they are gone. But those memories reminds you of the faithfulness of God. They remind you of the things that God had done for you in the past. And if he had done it once, he will be able to repeat it again and even do it much more. All right. So when we reflect on the things, beautiful things, that beautiful marriage that you prayed for, the beautiful children that you prayed for, the beautiful job that you prayed for, even if that job is causing you pain now, but you prayed for it, the house that you're living in, even if the roof is leaking, you're not on the streets. You're not homeless. You have a home that you can put your head on. All right. You have a warm bed that you can lie on, even if it's a foam that you put on the ground. You have something that you can lie on. You have a place that you can cover your nakedness. You have something to put on your body. Begin to reflect on the past, the things, how God has provided for you, how God puts food on your table when there was no food for you to eat, how God did amazing things for you. Just begin to reflect on them. And me, I'm a student of writing. You have to write it down. Most of the time we think in our head and we don't understand the gravity of what God has done for us. We do not understand the gravity of the positive things that we have experienced in our lives until we write it down. When we write it down, our minds and our eyes of understanding will open up, and we'll be like, did I actually experience this in this life? And how come I have been ungrateful about it? Or how come I have not remembered? All right. Even in the Olden Testament, you will remember that, when things happen, even in the king's palaces and all that, things are written down and books of remembrances are opened from time to time. You need to write these things down so that you can remember them. When you go through your journals, you reflect on these things and you say, oh, this thing happened to me what time? Oh God, I am grateful. I am sorry I have not said thank you enough. Today I am saying thank you. And then you appreciate God. All right? Moving on. Secondly, one of the other things that I do is to reflect on my day. At the end of the day, every night, I have this app that helps me to do my gratitude reflection, and I reflect on everything that had happened today during the day, and I reflect on all the free things that I received today, on the day, all the discounts. Maybe if something was for 20 pounds and I got it for 10 pounds, I put that down. I'm like, oh, I had 10 pounds free. I put that down. Or somebody paid for my bus fare, I put that down. I am so grateful. Sometimes when I want to enter bus and the bus machine is not working, and the driver can just tell you, okay, come in, go in, just go in. That saves me £5 something. I will put that down because that's the universe dashing me money, free money. If you go to markets and they give you extra stuff, extra additions to whatever you've bought, appreciate God. If you go to the market and one person is selling, and probably you've budgeted to spend like 2,500 on a particular stuff, and then you go and you buy it for 2,000 naira, do not take it for granted. Write it down as your gratitude. God, I am able to save 500 naira because you made it easy for me to be able to buy these things, this particular thing cheaper. Write it down. All right. If somebody shows you any form of kindness, write it down so that you can reflect on it. By the time you count your blessings and name them one by one, you will be so surprised at all the beautiful things that have happened to you that day. If somebody showed you kindness, your spouse was kind to you, your spouse was, probably you're somebody that is always quarreling with your husband, and that day your husband did not quarrel with you. God, the universe has shown you kindness, so do not take it for granted. Some people are living basbos in their marriages. Some people, their children are giving them headache left, right, and center. So the days, anytime you do your reflection and you realize that things are not as bad as I thought in my head that they were, appreciate God for it. You know what it does to you? The more you appreciate God for it, your mindset begins to gear towards gratitude. You will no longer see bad in everything. You will no longer see bad constantly in your children, your spouse. You will no longer see bad in your colleagues, people around you. You begin to see good because you're appreciating every small thing. And because you're appreciating that small thing, you're asking the universe, I'm happy you did this thing for me. It means that I can receive more, and you receiving more can come from anywhere, can come from anybody. So why will you want to be unkind or unfair to another person, or why will you want to gossip with another person or judge another person? Because you do not know if your blessing for the next day is going to come from that person. So gratitude puts you in check. It puts you in makes you align yourself to become who God wants you to be, kind and fair and loving to your neighbor. All right. So when you've done all that, always, like I said, I can't overemphasize this enough. Please write down your gratitude. Write it down. Count your blessings and name them one by one. The third thing I always do, and I will also want to teach you that, is to reflect on the kindness that you've shown to others. People people do not understand the extent your kindness the difference it must have made in another person's life. And it is not everybody that have the ability to be kind to others. So if you are one that you have the ability to be kind to another, or you had the ability that particular day to be kind to another person, please write that down and be grateful. I am a healthcare assistant. That's the job that I do for now. And I've seen times when I go to work and I see how carers, the way they talk to, clients, the way they talk to residents, the way they relate to people. And sometimes it breaks my heart because these people are supposed to be carers, but they do not have empathy. They do not have the ability to love. And so it reflects on the way they treat other people, even among themselves. They sit down, they gossip, talk by backbite and a lot of stuff. That kind of stuff, it pisses me off big time. It is not everybody. For me as a carer, I understand that it is a calling to be able to love people, to be able to care for people. And so when I go over to residents' rooms and I hold their hands, I don't see their physical states. I see their spirits, and I communicate with who they really are, not their fragile states. I talk with them based on who they really are. I show them kindness because I understand that my assignment there is not just to, just to come and care for them. My assignment is to make them feel loved, to make them feel that they are still worthy of being humans, to help them live the maximum life that they could ever have. All right. So if you're somebody that is in this kind of position, and that's one way you can show kindness. Don't treat that job that you're doing with levity. You understand? If you go to work and you do your work meticulously, that it could save the company lots of money, that's you being kind. All right, write that down as kindness that you have shown to others. If you come back home and you cook food, that your family had food to eat in their stomach, that's kindness that you have shown to your family. I mean, you don't know that there are some moms or even a husband that will not do anything. They will just sit down. Their children will just, eat whatever they see, or, just make indomie, just fast food. But if you're able to, cooking is not easy. I am not Hilda Bassi. Some people don't find cooking easy. When I stand in that kitchen, my whole back, my body will pain me. So that's a lot of sacrifice that I'm doing to be able to make sure that my children have food. I'll just give it like yesterday I went to a market, and by the time I came back, oh my God, I was exhausted. I was so exhausted. And there were other small things in the house that the kids could eat. My kids said, no, mommy, please, we want to eat food. I had to get up. I was exhausted. My legs were paining me. I had to get up and went and prepared food for them, proper food. And they ate and enjoyed themselves. And my daughter said, mommy, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that really touched me. I mean, so that's kindness that you can write down. Write down the kindness that you show to others. Don't take that for granted. When you write down the kindness that you show to others, it will open up your mind to be able to show more kindness to other people, not people that are taking advantage of you. I'm not talking about people that are taking advantage of you. I'm talking about people that really need this kindness, and the Holy Spirit have spoken to you about it, and you know that without this kindness, these people may not, do properly and all that. So you write that down. All the kindness that you show to people. When you give your husband food, give him a cup of drink, kiss him, peck. That's kindness, my sister. Please write it down. It's not easy. It is not easy. Oh, just forget about that. All right. Then the last of all, I would say to you is give thanks. Give thanks to God that you were able to give and you were also able to receive. Some people can give, but they don't know how to receive. Some people don't know how to receive good things. When you want to do something good for them, attitude or something can come up, and the person that wants to give you something will not say, I won't give you again. I don't like the way your face is looking, or I don't like the way you're behaving, or something. All right. Some people don't know how to receive love. You will be giving them love. They'll be like, they will not be, they'll be pushing the love away. All right. Some people don't know how to receive friendship. Good people will be coming around them, but they can't see beyond themselves. And so they push those people away and attract the bad ones instead. All right. So if you are able to give and receive, give thanks to God for it, for the ability to give and consciously receive. Give God thanks for it. All right. So my time is fast spent, and I will be rounding off with this. Gratitude changes your perception to life. It changes everything about you, the way you view life, the way you see life. I'm telling you, it changed me. It changed me, the way I see life, the way I view life, the way I see people, the way I relate with people. It changed me. I used to be in a very dark place. Nothing made meaning. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing made meaning. I was the number one chief complainer of the whole universe. If they were going to give an award for somebody that can complain, I will be the first person. All right? But I started learning how to be grateful. I started learning how to be grateful. And my energy, my positive energy started bursting forth. And the more I expressed this positive energy, I began to attract good things. I began to attract good things to my way. So expressing gratitude changes your perspective to life. It releases your positive energy so that you're able to attract more positive things into your life. So I will say to you, to the person who has one thing, if you're grateful for it, 1,000 more things will be added onto you. All right? Remember that gratitude means gracia, and gracia means grace. Grace is sufficient for you when you are conscious of it. Grace is sufficient for you to do the impossible things, to be the impossible and be the best version of yourself. All right? So today I'm admonishing you, dear mom, on your journey to self-love, let gratitude be your watchword. Let gratitude navigate you through this life so that you can be much more than who you are now and experience a better life than what you are experiencing now. Do not take the things that are happening in your life for granted. And if you are experiencing negative things in your life, negativity in your life, put this to test. Put it to test. Be grateful consistently for the next 10 weeks and see if your life will not change for good. If your life doesn't change for good, I'm asking you to exit Mother Space Lounge. Just go. We're talking rubbish here. But if your life changes for good, I want you to share with us your journey. I want you to share with us what you've experienced and how your life has changed. So, dear moms, gratitude is your stepping stone to the life that you have always dreamt of, to the life that you crave and desire for. So let that be your watchword. The life that you are living is not controlled by you. There's a greater force. There's a greater force in charge of our lives. There's a greater force controlling the spheres or the activities of our lives. So why not tap into that? You don't have all the abilities on your own. Tap into that. And the only way that opens that door of faith for you to receive what you really need is through gratitude. All right? Take care. I love you. I love you. I love you. My heart pants after you. My heart is for you to become the best version of yourself. I see you doing great things. I see you doing amazing things. I see generations of young moms touching lives and, impacting the next generation. We're not going to raise families that are dysfunctional just because we did not put ourselves together. We're going to put ourselves together. We're going to show ourselves love. We're going to maximize our potential so that we will have so much in us to overflow. The Bible said, your cup runneth over. That is where we are going to. The point where our cup will run over and run over onto others. Hallelujah. Congratulations and have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. All right. Check on us on Facebook at Mother Space Lounge and join us. Follow us on Facebook. And also you can click on our website on www.motherspacelounge.org. Okay. And then I'll be dropping the link for the Facebook academy, for the WhatsApp academy, if you want to join us for a more intimate moment. I love you. Bye.